Good morning, my dear friends. This is Kathy from the Philippines, and today I'd like to share about the story of Peter walking on the water. I believe this is very familiar to most. So I read the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verses 22 to 32. It says, Immediately he made the disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowds. And after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up to the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. But the boat by this time was a long way from the land, beaten by the waves, for the wind was against them. And in the fourth watch of the night, he came to them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified, and said, It is a ghost. And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, Take heart, it is I, do not be afraid. Then Peter answered him, Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water. He said, Come. So Peter got out of the boat, walked in the water, and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried out, Lord, save me. Jesus immediately reached out his hand and took hold of him, saying, O you of little faith, why did you doubt? And when they got into the boat, the wind ceased. What an amazing miracle! And what really caught my attention is when the time or the instance when Jesus asked Peter to come to him on the water. Even though it made no sense, Peter did what Jesus said. He immediately came down out of the ship and walked on the water. There may be big tasks or dares that the Lord is asking us to take. And He is just waiting for us to step out or to come out. And maybe we think it's mere impossible, just like walking on the water. And yes, we need that faith like Peter when he started walking on the water towards Jesus. And it was only when he took his focus off the Jesus, he started to doubt. Yes, when we take our focus off the Lord Jesus, we will see a lot of things. We will see a lot of things. We will begin to doubt on his promises. And just like Peter, he saw those boisterous wind in the midst of the storm and in the darkest hour. But dear friends, in the midst of the winds and the waves, Jesus was with Peter, and he prevented him from sinking. In the midst of our darkest hour, or maybe in our sickness, or in our disease, or in our financial trouble, or in your depression, or anything that's you think you cannot take, Jesus will show up. Jesus shows up. Jesus walks towards you, and if you focus on him, and you know what? He is above the water. He is above your troubles. He is above your darkness. And he reaches his hand. It's like the song that says, When I fall down, he picks me up. And yes, he does. No winds, no waves can stop that.